Minyano Mijacham, Minyabema Waikini. It's a brother Waiki. I happen to be the leader of CPA, Common Purpose Alliance Ghana, and I'm the head of EVA, Independent Voters Alliance. I'm going to say something briefly about Independent Voters Alliance before I respond to the reason why I'm doing this video. EVA, Independent Voters Alliance, is a special project, more or less. Independent Voters Alliance is a subsidiary of CPA, but it's an organization registered on its own and can be sued on its own. It is a special project that is meant to build a momentum of independent-minded voters. Who are the independent-minded voters? It's you and I, who do not support any political party in particular. We don't support any political party. We vote based on what we want the incoming government to do for us. Purely based on that. So it is a project to bring together independent-minded voters so that we can have a say and an influence, sort of power, to influence directly decisions which are made within the political corridors of power. What that simply means is that if we are united, we don't only go out and vote, but we will come into agreement with any political party that we vote for, that when they win power, we expect them to involve us in certain critical decision making so far as our welfare and our pertinent concerns are involved. It's that simple. And I'll tell you why it's become very, very important now, because of something that Another said in this video clip as well. In fact, I wasn't going to respond to this video clip, but I decided to today because I've got a few people inboxing me, asking me what do I think about what Another said, and it's the banter with the feminist kind of advocates, feminism issues to do with what he said. I said, look, I've listened to this audio, and sorry, it's a video actually. I've listened to this video and I particularly don't see anything wrong with what he said. But I'll come to that. Let me finish with what EVA is all about. We are not a political party, but we look ourselves as a constituency, independent-minded voters. We are a constituency in the politics of Ghana. We have the power to make or break any presidential aspirant and any ambition of anybody to become a president. In that, it's our votes that really count. Without our votes, the independent-minded voters, no political party or no presidential candidate can get 50% plus one, and they know it. They know it. Especially the two main big political parties, the NPP and the NDC, they know that. So this is all about what we want to do. So if you're an independent-minded voter, if you are somebody that has, or you in the past, you voted for NPP and NDC before, depending on what the incumbent was doing and what you wanted for your life that hasn't been delivered, the time has come for us to come together so that with a united voice, we can influence politics in Ghana progressively. This is your brother YK. I am the head of EVA and I am the leader of CPAG. I'm going to play this video, then after that I'm going to make a few comments on what I think about what Nana Addo said.
The majority of the people in Ghana are women.
Yes.
52% of our population is women. So if we have to have an ordered society, to have a fair society, those statistics should count. They should be decisive in what is done. And they're going to be decisive when politicians like Natasha. Oh, she's a politician. She is a politician. I think that President Kenyatta would agree with me, and so would Justin Trudeau. She is a politician. When they are able to be where the decisions are made. Because at the end of the day, communities or groups talking for themselves and being representative does not translate into power. The most important thing is power, that you sit around the table whereby the decisions that you make are enforced and become the norms and regulations by which the society lives. So I think that is the, for me, what I've seen in the 2.5 years that I've been in office, that not enough movement is being made by the 52% of the Ghanaian population that are women to be able to be in the position to make these decisions. The cabinet that I have, some 30-odd% of them are women.
30%.
30%. Is not good enough.
So next,
it doesn't
20%
reflect,
more next year.
Well,
yes.
And as if they re-elect me, we'll see. But
if you campaign on that, they might.
Is that push that is key. And we are not, this may sound for the ears of people like a very reaction. We're not seeing enough dynamism and activism on the part of those who are seeking this new. We're not. We're not. I'm talking about dynamism where it matters.
When was the last time you saw a dynamic head of state?
I'm saying those dynamic is not sitting around here talking. I'm talking about electing people to parliament, controlling political parties, because they are the instruments by which our societies make decisions. We're talking about decisions, not wishes and hopes. We're talking about decisions.
Right, this is what Nana Addo has said, and I think, look, a lot of people are going on making a lot of noise about what Nana Addo said. In fact, when I saw it the first time, I just said, Nana Addo talks too much. You know, Nana Gaga, you talk too much. You like traveling too much. Sit back at home and fix the mess. We want things to be fixed back at home. Your mandate, the things that you're supposed to do, the power, the executive authority that the Constitution gives you. I beg, Massa, use it. Use and fix the country. That is what we want first. The traveling is too much. The talking is too much. All the speeches are one too many. Get the mess fixed at home. So I really didn't want to make any issue of it. Apart from what he said about civil society activism, especially civil society, he was talking about women in particular, but I think it actually applies to civil society in general. So I was going to respond to that portion, but I thought, let me respond to this feminism issue that has been going on and making a lot of hula baloo about it. But the people, the media, are forgetting about the most important thing that he said then. When he made that comment, And this is very, very important. After this, I'll talk briefly about this feminism stuff and then I'll move on to the most important thing. Look, what Nanado said, I'm going to look at it in pieces.
Because at the end of the day,
Not this portion, no.
is that post that is key. And we are not, this may sound for the ears of people like Ella very accident. We're not seeing enough dynamism and activism on the part of those who are seeking this new.
What did Nanado say here as well? That we are not seeing enough dynamism and activism on the part of those who are making noise. The so-called celebrities, women celebrities on social media, they sit in the comfort of their homes, in their sofas, on their beds, and they bloody tweet and post on Facebook making noise. You think that is activism and dynamism? When you compare yourself with Yazantwa and the rest of the women, proper feminist movements and feminism, people who advocate feminism, do you think they sit in the comfort of their homes, in their sofas and on their beds and tweet and post on Facebook making noise? Like Linda, what is her name? Lydia, Forcing and Co. and all those people making a lot of noise. Look, at the end of the day, let me tell you, get on the ground. If you want to promote feminism, get on the bloody ground and galvanize the women. Bring them together. The 52%. The beginning of what Nanado said, let me quote him. He said, this is how he began what he was saying. I wasn't going to respond to this, but people are refusing to see the reality that he's staring in their face, especially the women advocates of feminism. Let me say something before I go on to what Nanado said. I am an advocate for women in political office, higher political office. I am the first person to say that. I'm not against women in leadership. Unfortunately, the women, I'm talking about Ghana, who have had the chance to hold high office public service positions, especially I'll give two examples. In two critical government institutions, the Shraj and the EC, were both removed from office. They were sacked because of misconduct. The women in Ghana must realize that opportunity comes but once. The Yazantwas you people like to compare yourself with, Yazantwa was not sitting in the comfort of her sofa at home and on a bed tweeting and posting on Facebook making noise, sitting in his car making Facebook live. She was on the ground, bringing men and women together to fight a war. If you think the stage in Ghana now is a war, get on the ground and bring your followers together. Those people you think they are following you on social media, show us that you have got the ability to bring them together on the ground. Show that you have the ability, you have the energy, you have the passion, you have the commitment to bring them physically together, not following you on Twitter and on Facebook, liking and loving everything you write. Sorry, no one is listening to you. People can hear you, but no one, you don't have power to influence any decision making. That's what Nanado is saying. And I'll come to that portion of it. So at the end of the day, what Nanado said is perfectly true. Sometimes the truth is hard to take, but that is the truth. If you look at Hannah Tete, I'll give you an example. These two women I'm talking about, Shraj and EC, in the presence of Mrs. Lamptey and Mrs. Charlotte Osei, respectively. What happened to them? They were sacked. What happened to Betty Modrisu when she was given the post of Attorney General? She was eventually removed for similar misconduct, her behavior in the office, paying Woyomi when she shouldn't be paying Woyomi. And the list goes on and on and on and on. Hannah Teta was given the post of foreign minister. What did she really do to bring impact to the cause of women? What did she do? Nothing. What exemplary leadership qualities did she show to be influential in the politics of Ghana? No. They give them the post, they give them all the bits and pieces that come with it, and they go to sleep. They just enjoy it. Now we have Gloria Kufu, Eslozu. What can we really write home to see that they are exceptional women in Ghana politics? They have ministerial cabinet positions. One is Attorney General, one is Minister for Communication and blah, blah, blah. What have they really done exceptionally in the last 2 years to have left the feminist movement and the need to involve women more in decision making in the corridors of power? Nana Addo said it. In the 2.5 years that he's been in office, he hasn't seen it. He has appointed 30% of them. He is telling the truth. He hasn't really seen that they've shown any exemplary qualities that will uplift the image of women and to make them more powerful, the 52%. So let me say exactly what Nana Addo said, quoting him. If we must have a fair society, I'm quoting him, that's how he started it. If we must have a fair society, those statistics should count for the 52%. Listen again. Those statistics should count for the 52%. The 52% must be influential and instrumental in decision making. They must be at the table where decisions are made. Now, you give these women in political office right now positions. What do we see? What do we see? They don't show enough of what he said, dynamism and activism, to make the cause, to make the issue of women in power and authority worthwhile. So, Minianum, stop criticizing the man. Get off your asses from social media, from Twitter and Facebook and in your cars, and get on the ground and galvanize the 52%. If you are a real feminist and the feminist movement issues are important to you. Feminism is not done on tweets and on Facebook posts and sitting in your car doing Facebook Live. Get on the ground. Show that you can bring women together. Form a women's movement organization and bring women together based on members. And let us see your leadership qualities, that you can put these women together to be a force to be reckoned with. The most important thing is about power, and I'll get to that. What Nana Addo said about power is very, very important. In my next video, I'll do that. But for now, this issue of feminism and feminist movement issues must be done on the ground. Now, in the comfort of your homes, in your sofas, on your beds, lazing about, tweeting and making Facebook posts, and you have people liking it in the comfort of their homes, in their sofas and on their bed, making noise as well. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't influence decision making. This is your brother YK. This is an issue that I feel Nanado got it right, and the truth is sometimes hard to take, but that is the truth. Let me finish this video.
Why not? Why not? No, yeah, why not? I'm talking about dynamism where it matters.
When was the last time you saw a dynamic head of state?
I'm saying the dynamic is not sitting around here talking. I'm talking about electing people to parliament, controlling political parties, because they are the instruments by which our societies make decisions. We're talking about decisions, not wishes and hopes.
Now that is spot on. We're talking about decisions, not wishes and hopes. All you feminists in support of feminism, we all want women. I'm saying I'm an advocate of women in power and authority. I admire powerful women too. But when you sit in the comfort of your homes, in your sofa, in your bed, lazing about and tweeting and making Facebook posts, that is not influencing power. That is not being an activist. That is not showing dynamism. It's nothing. You may have followers on Twitter and on Facebook, but if you cannot bring physical human beings, physical faces together for them to believe in what you stand for and support that cause to influence change for women causes, then be quiet. Just be quiet. Because the truth is bitter, but that is exactly what Nanado said. A lot of women who have been given power and been given the chance to shine, for women to be seen and be not just be heard, but to be listened to in the corridors of power, they have disappointed your causes. Blame them. Not the truth that the president is saying. And I've said it before, long ago, that there are women who have been given the chance to shine, who have defeated the causes of women. And that is the truth. You better take the bitter truth and change. If you have got followers on Twitter and on Facebook, Lydia Forsen and co, get on the ground, put the women together, show that you can lead women to change the course of politics and to change the course of our societies that are adversely affecting women. Show it physically. Be pragmatic. Stop tweeting and Facebooking in the laziness of your sofa and on your bed when you have nothing to. This is your brother YK. I'm gonna end here on this one, and I'm gonna come your way again with the second part of this issue that I'm gonna talk about, which is very, very critical, and that is to do with what Nanado said about civil society, activism, and why Eva is very, very relevant in that direction. God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation greater and stronger. God bless you for listening. Don't forget to say a prayer with every heartbeat. This is your brother YK. With no offense, I'm saying the truth. The truth sometimes hurts, but that is the truth. I don't intend to offend anybody, but the truth must be told. God bless you.
Enjume